In a church, a black preacher was passionately spreading the word of Christianity when a mysterious force suddenly possessed him. The congregation, believing it to be a miracle sent from heaven, erupted in joyful cheers. Then the preacher rose to his feet. And the room fell completely silent. He seemed to have gained the ability to make his words become reality. Convinced he had been chosen by God, he was privately reveling in the moment, until his body suddenly burst apart in a scene of pure carnage. Turn out to be, this force was called Genesis, born from both a demon and an angel. Whoever Genesis possessed would be granted absolute divine power, the ability to command all living things with nothing beyond their word. That power eventually found its way to Jesse, taking him as its new host. The next day, Jesse headed to church as usual. On the way, he ran into a man who wouldn't stop venting about his mother. Growing impatient, Jesse casually threw out a few words.
Be brave. Tell her the truth. Open your heart.
The man immediately fell into a trance-like state, repeating the phrase over and over. He then traveled across town to a restaurant, tracked down his mother, and, right in front of her, tore his own heart out of his chest. Jesse had unknowingly triggered the word of God. Not long after, a school bus driver came to Jesse to confess. He admitted he had inappropriate thoughts about a young girl. She consumed his mind every single day. He knew it was wrong, but he couldn't stop himself. Jesse warned him to put an end to it immediately, or God's judgment would come down on him. The driver smiled and agreed, promising to let it go. But Jesse knew better. A man like that wasn't going to change. To protect the girl, Jesse broke into the driver's home, forced his head under the water in the bathtub, and demanded he forget about her. That's when the driver finally dropped the act, bluntly admitting he couldn't. That pushed Jesse over the edge. Without even thinking, he unleashed the word of God.
Forget.
Only to be thrown back by the recoil of the power itself. Something clicked for Jesse in that moment. To test his theory, he went to Tracy's house and directed the word of God at her.
Open your eyes.
What happened next was nothing short of unbelievable. Tracy opened her eyes. From that moment on, Jesse was certain of one thing. He had been chosen by God.